As a child, I liked Sailor Moon and video games, and as an adult, I like video games and making movies to express my opinion. So what better way than to do all three things? We are going to be looking at the opening sequence to Sailor Moon the video game on the PlayStation and 3DO to see which one's better. Since I haven't played either of these games, we can only go by the opening title. First, the PlayStation 1. Tentacles. That is all. You'll notice on this one and on the 3DO version, the graphics are actually really good for the time. I'm just pointing out the graphics again, like look at the texture on that moon. Of all the attacks they could have shown Mercury doing in the beginning, they picked like the Bubble Blast, which is like the most useless attack she had. I have to give him credit for actually using all the Sailor Scouts, including Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. I meant all the Sailor Scouts, including Saturn, who, sorry Saturn fans, but she was kind of the most useless one. She did absolutely nothing. She just passed out all the time. I think Big Al 2K6 put it best when he said, for the title character, Sailor Moon is, and I quote, "fucking useless." Alright, it's time to see the opening credits for Sailor Moon the game on the 3DO. The sound's really good, and the graphics are a lot smoother than the PlayStation 1 version. The characters look better, but like their motion's really choppy, and you'll notice that 3DO does do a lot of like animation to computer graphic stuff. Are they flying away? Alright, let's pause here. So you just got to see the sweet wheel of the planets turning, and you got to see your transition, which came straight from the show. But this part coming up, a lot of people on YouTube make fun of, and this is the part that I warned you guys you couldn't unsee. So, here we go. Confused? So are a lot of people. A lot of people are calling that a dance. Some people on YouTube are saying that's their fight stance, but the way that they're kind of twirling around in their position, like it just looked like a really weird dance. First of all, if you're gonna put 4 other girls in there with Sailor Moon, why not the 4 that show up the most? Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. Why pick only 2 of them and put Neptune and Uranus in there? It's just weird. And also, What's wrong with their knees? I mean, you're gonna see later with these computer animated Sailor Scouts that, like, they have knees, and in this scene they just didn't for some reason. And you know, someone who did the programming must have watched this beginning. It's like, guys, like, this part really sucks. We should kind of try to redo it or something. Moving on. So that part was really cool, and I guess it kind of makes up for the no-knee weird dance thing. But Sailor Saturn was missing. Why didn't they include her? They had her in the PlayStation. Moving on. What the hell is wrong with Mars's face? For those of you who don't know, Mars is middle of the bottom. Look at her face. What's wrong with it? Yeah, the smoky appearance was a nice touch. Having her mouth her phrase like just kind of looked weird. I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have just had her doing her pose. So the PlayStation just looked smoother, but the 3DO looked better and it sounded better. But let's be honest, there is no contest. The PlayStation looked smoother, and it actually had all the Sailor Scouts. So that's the end of this little presentation. If enough people like it, maybe I'll do it again, make it a series, pit other video game consoles together, and do it with other multi-platform games. But until next time, I'm Kesa. I will see you guys later.